Today's video, we are going to talk about mods for the second gen 24 valve Cummins trucks that are under $300. That's right. Under 300 bucks to get yourself some mods if you are new to these trucks, you just picked one up and you are looking for some things that you can do to it to kind of make it your own or to just help the overall performance of it in general. What's up guys, welcome back to another video on Pure Panorama. The first mod on the list that we are going to talk about comes in at just under 300 bucks, and this would be for any 94 to 02 Cummins truck, so a 12 valve or a 24 valve. And this mod is something that you absolutely want to do as one of the very first mods to your truck if you pick up your truck in stock form or you get your truck and it doesn't already have this done, and that mod is a set of gauges. I cannot stress enough the importance of gauges on these trucks, and gauges aren't only good for monitoring stuff, but they will also help you to diagnose and troubleshoot other issues. If something is to happen to your truck and you run into problems, the gauges can kind of help give you an idea with some of the stuff with the truck to either rule it out or count it in as to what might be causing the trouble with your truck at that particular time. If you are on a budget and you can't afford to spring on some ISPRO gauges, then my advice to you would be to go and get yourself a set of glow shift gauges, because at the end of the day, the glow shift gauges still function. They're still going to give you the readings that you need that are so important to monitor on these trucks. And I would rather have glow shift gauges on my truck that still work and allow me to see the EGTs, the boost, and the fuel pressure of my truck than have no gauges at all, because I can't maybe buy the ISPRO yet, and I don't know how long it's going to take me to be able to buy the ISPROs. You can always go and change out the glow shifts later and sell them and put ISPROs on later on down the road, but my suggestion to you would be at least go with the glow shifts and get them so that you have something installed on your truck. The glow shift gauges that I got came with a boost gauge, an EGT gauge, and a fuel pressure gauge. It came with the pillar pod to mount them on your pillar. All the wiring harnesses, the sensors, everything for $280. I bought them right off of Amazon. I have them linked up in the video description down below. So if you guys want to go and check those out, they are down there for you. Or if you are in need of gauges, you don't have them on your truck yet, go click that link. It'll take you right to them and you can get the same exact set that I have. There is also a kit on Amazon listed for $240 that comes with a boost, a pyro, and a trans temp gauge, and it's listed for the 94 to 97 12 valve trucks. That would still work with the 24 valve trucks as well, but I feel that a fuel pressure gauge is a little more important than a trans temp gauge on the 24 valves. Because of the VP44 injection pump, you want to know what your fuel pressure is, and if you are getting the proper fuel flow up to that injection pump, you need to absolutely know if your fuel pressure dips below 5 psi at any given moment, especially at wide open throttle. Therefore, I feel that the $280 kit is a better route if you own a 24 valve truck, and you can always add a trans temp gauge in later for under $100, and you can mount it right onto the steering wheel column. The next mod on the list that I want to talk about is a set of taillights. Maybe you guys aren't looking to do any performance stuff to the truck right out of the gate because you want to make sure that you can do the first essential mods that you need, which one of them being the gauges. We'll get into other first mods Later on, maybe in this video, maybe we'll do a video solely dedicated to first mods that you should do on your truck. But maybe you want to just try and change up the look of it so that it isn't what it was when the previous owner had it, and you want to make it more personalized to yourself. So another mod under 300 bucks, and this is well under $300, guys, would be a set of taillights. Now you can typically find a decent set of taillights for your truck for maybe like $150 or less, I would say. But the thing is, with all the taillights that you can purchase for these trucks, all the aftermarket taillights, they really don't do it for me. I don't really like or appreciate the way that they look. A lot of them are too modern looking and look like they are meant to be on newer trucks. These 94 to 02 Cummins or Dodge trucks in general, even if you got the 5.9 gasser, these trucks are an older truck. They're an older body style. So therefore, I like to try and maintain that older look to it. Try and keep it more original looking, but still have it looking a little modern or a little more fresh and clean. So what I opted to do was to color match and tint my taillights myself, which comes in well below $100, and that came out looking beautiful, guys. We'll take a walk to the back of the truck right now. Don't mind the appearance of it. It is filthy. It's the winter here in New York, so I haven't washed it because the roads aren't clean enough to wash it yet. But I do have a video of me tinting the taillights and how to do it. If you guys want to see how to do that, you can check that video out. I will link it in the description below. But you basically are just gonna need the tint, which is about 20 bucks. You're gonna need the color matched paint. You can get right at Napa for about 20 bucks a can. They'll put it right in an aerosol can for you. You will need some clear coat, preferably a UV resistant clear coat if you don't want to go with like a 2K clear. And I did not go with a 2K clear. I just went with a regular Rust-Oleum UV resistant clear coat for under 10 bucks, and it worked phenomenal. It looked great as long as you follow the proper steps, which you can see again in the video that I made on tinting and also color matching my taillights. And then of course you're gonna need some sandpaper material, some fine grit sandpaper, so that you can wet sand them and get that nice shiny finish to them. But let me walk to the back of the truck real quick and show you what my taillights look like. Even though they're a little dirty, I feel like color matching and tinting them and keeping them the stock look looks so much better than most of the LED taillights that you can buy online that make the truck just look too modern. They don't fit the look of the truck, in my opinion. So we got some salt on the taillights and the body of the truck, but like I said, man, it's been snowing on and off and they just continuously salt the road. So if I were to wash it off, it would look like this 2 miles down the road from the car wash. But you guys can see there that the lenses are all black, and since the reverse light lens is already kind of smoked from the factory on these trucks, there's something that I did with the lenses when I was tinting them that you'll have to check out my video for, so that you can see just how I made them the same shade of tint so that the reverse light section wasn't darker than the rest of the lens. But then you can see there that we color matched the black plastic trim around the whole outside of the tail light. And when this thing is clean and there's not salt and dirt and grime all over it, that is probably one good perfect match for some paint that I had mixed up in a rattle can from Napa. It looks good. Another mod that you can get for around 300 bucks, it might run you a little bit more than 300, but you go on over to Diesel Auto Power's website, you could get yourself a Diamond Dye 4-inch straight pipe exhaust from the turbo back, and this is one of those other mods that you should absolutely do. First and foremost on your truck, just open it right up and allow that sucker to breathe, and it'll help to also cool down your EGTs. But like I said, right over on Diesel Auto Power's website for I think right around 300, maybe 330-ish or so, you can pick yourself up a nice 4-inch straight pipe Diamond Dye exhaust and get that installed on your truck. So there is another mod that will benefit the performance of your Cummins truck. You could also, while you're at it, this will go hand in hand with your straight piped exhaust, but you could also pick yourself up a true cold air intake with a wet or dry filter, whichever you prefer. for $300 from Diesel Auto Power's website, and that kind of goes hand in hand with the whole exhausting and getting airflow through the truck, allowing the truck to breathe and helping to keep those EGTs cool. All that stuff that is very important with these trucks. So 2 mods right there for 300, right around 300 bucks, that go hand in hand with one another and are just good to do for your truck right away to open her up and let her breathe. Well, you're on Diesel Auto Power's site. You could also pick yourself up a pusher intake system. I think you can get an intake horn on their site for about $1.75. I know they definitely have intake horns for under $200 on their website. And an intake horn is another one of those mods that will work in conjunction with the cold air intake and the exhaust. Now you can find intake horns for under $300 in other places too, right from Pusher's website also. And they do have different setups of them that come with different components. It depends on how far you want to take it or how much you want to do. You could actually, from Diesel Auto Power's website, get the intake horn by Pusher for, I think it's like $175, like I said, and then get a grid heater delete for 55 bucks, and for what, $230 or so, you got a grid heater delete and the intake horn, which will really open up that side of the air system and really allow much better airflow for your truck. I have not deleted my grid heater because obviously I need it and use it in the colder climates here in the winter months, but that's something that we could do. It only take 20 minutes to do it for the summer months, and it would probably be a good beneficial mod for me to throw on the truck while the weather is warm. There is plenty of other things that you can do that are well under $300, like take those light bars there, for instance, or the LED pads that you see down below the bumper on each side of the license plate. Those are well under 300 bucks. I do have a discount code in the video description for these Auxbeam 7-inch LED light bars. I think they're like 32 bucks or something that you guys can get them for if you click that link and go to Auxbeam's webpage. But yeah, guys, you can do all sorts of little things like that on your truck that's going to help your visibility at night and also make the truck your own. It's going to make it look more the way that you want it and just change the overall aesthetics of your truck. But like I said, I cannot show you guys the intake horn because we are still running the stock intake horn and we are still running a big honking air filter for our airflow. The cold air intake and intake horn is something that I was thinking of doing this winter because it's garage stuff that I could do quick and easy in the garage, and then we could do some review videos and my just general thoughts on whether it helped the truck out or how much it helped the truck out. So those are 2 things that we're thinking of doing here for the winter months for you guys, so we can give you that content. But nonetheless, each of those mods are under $300. And then there you see that we still have our grid heater intact because, well, snowy months. We need it, boys. Those are just some of the mods that you can do for under $300. Another one for like a bonus would be cab lights. You could do smoked cab lights on your truck for shit, well under $100. You could get yourself tow mirrors. If you buy a stock truck and it doesn't have tow mirrors, get yourself a set of tow mirrors. So there are numerous things that you can do, a whole bunch of different avenues that you can go down as far as modifications for under $300. If you guys like this type of video and want to see other videos like it where we list off different mods for different price ranges for these trucks, then definitely let me know down in the comment section. If you guys have any other mods for under 300 bucks that I didn't mention in this video, definitely put that down in the comment section below because it's only going to help other guys out, and maybe they have some of the stuff that we went over in this video already, but they're looking for other things that might be under 300 bucks or under 200, 100, something in that price range that they want to get and do on their truck. I hope you guys enjoyed this video enough to give it a big thumbs up on your way out for me though. The thumbs up really do help the channel grow and help get the videos recommended to new people. If you are new here, you're stopping in for the first time, hit that subscribe button and join the family. We are getting stronger on a daily basis, guys, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow with another new video. No promises. And don't forget to check out all the links down in the video description. I took the time to make all those for you, for your convenience, so all you have to do is click on them and it'll take you right to any tools or parts that you see me use on the truck or here at the garage. I'm out of here. See ya.